So once again, I'm live. Getting ready to drop some knowledge, man. Been banned, of course, for another 2 weeks, as they say, but nevertheless, I'm back. Um, Finally, let me come back on election night, I guess, as they call it, right? But nevertheless, yesterday when they let me back on, so it is what it is, right? Now, a lot of things been going on in the world, and people know that, right? Calamities, Israel, Acapulco, what's going on in Richmond, Virginia with this voting thing tonight? Or actually Virginia, but Richmond trying to vote in the casino or something like that. Hmm. Well, I grew up in Richmond, but when I moved a little bit on the outskirts of the city, but really right, I could walk right across the bridge to be in Richmond. You know, it was interesting. So I haven't been able to vote on it, but I really where it is. But it is tearing apart people, they want it. Then you got the urban radio show, Who's Kathy Hughes, calling people house and field niggas they don't vote for it and all that other stuff. So it's kind of like, you know, people have their reasons, and people don't have to be derided if they don't vote for it or um, do. I mean, it seems like we lost all decorum, all um, dignity, as they would say. There's a lot of dignity. Um, so people just need to understand. Be cool right now. It's a lot of turmoil going on. You know, just be cool. Know how to deal with each other. We got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger fish to fry. And we don't have to be distracted by nonsense. And so this so let's pull up this article right here. Excuse me. This is interesting. All right, let me pull this up. All right. Here.
EJ, what up?
Yo, what's up?
Chilling,
What's
man.
going on?
It's another day, man.
What's up, Shaq?
Ray Shaq, salute.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yo, what up, Shaq?
What up, Frank? Damn, boy, long time no see, dog. Damn,
I just been in the cut like Neosporin, you know what I mean?
God, damn, boy. You been on a permanent vacation, eh? Damn. What up with it, man?
Shit,
Let me turn this damn TV down. These birds
living,
try to get to chirping
like I
when I
said,
get online.
instead of living the dream, we're living the scheme, you know? It's all a scheme. That's all.
Yeah, man. That's
All
all
right.
it is, man.
That's all it is, man. You know
Chirping.
what I mean?
So yeah, man. So a lot of things going down, man. They're going to Richmond, Virginia today. Everybody talking about the casino they voting on and things like that. Or I don't think it's passing. Actually, I think a lot of the way I've seen a lot of internet, a lot of people getting a little upset. Now, the purpose of this discussion, for what I got banned for last time, we're gonna have to dress this thing up a little bit, but people should know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this. All right. But let's pull up the first thing. Let's go to Kathy Hughes here, Urban One radio founder. Hmm. Frank, I think it might be the word to use to creed people or whatever you call it. I don't know. Can y'all see that?
It's like buffering right now.
All right, can you see it now? You see Kathy Hughes right there? You see that?
Got you.
All right, let's pull this up. ThisJournals.com. Urban One rated. Whoa. Urban One Radio founder Kathy Hughes, the founding chairperson of Silver Spring Media Company, Urban One Nasdaq U1, has come under fire making divisive comments on a radio show about opponents to her company's plan to open a casino in Virginia's capital city. Hughes and other hosts on the Richmond Grand Casino Update show on Urban One on WPZZ 104.7 demean Richmond residents and leaders and residents who oppose the casino's company project. According to audio center posted online by anti-casino group No Means No Casino. The clip dates from October 18th to October 1st. Island Charles Chipman, a former Richmond City Council candidate and casino opponent, accused Hughes on the social media platform X of calling him and other Black community leaders that opposed the project a derogatory term. The audio posted by No Means No Casino includes Conor Hughes, where she compares division of Richmond's Black community to house and field, using the N-word to describe both groups. So she basically calls Richmond's Black community house and field niggas. Okay, so that's what she really said. All right, so another post on that, Chapman accuses Hughes and Kerry Flowers, another host of the radio, of slandering him, saying he is paid by casino opposition. In a separate audio clip from Preston Brown, the guest host of a program at Urban One 99.5 FM, the boss, he called casino opponent Paul Goldman a white Jew with the background of Judas. Goldman is a former chair of the Democratic Party of Virginia and was an advisor to several governors. Urban Radio Urban One Regional Vice President Marshall Landry said in a statement that Brown will no longer appear on the station. The anti-Semitic comments heard on the box was made by a temporary guest who is not an employee of the station. These statements were horrible and offensive. Once we heard the comments, and because he was alone in studio in Bruce, I personally drove to the station and immediately moved him from the show. She said that heard that Urban One CEO Alfred Liggins, the son of Hughes, personally apologized to Goldman. Richmond win votes yes. A political action committee backed by Urban One and Churchill Downs of joint partners on the $562 million research project. Richmond Grand Casino issued a statement Friday. Richmond win votes yes is about bringing people together, build a better community. A better Richmond and provide meaningful economic opportunity for citizens people. This campaign unequivocally condemns the anti-Semitic language and divisive comments that were made on the air. Richmond Mayor LaVar Stoney used X to condemn the comments about Goldman. So basically, Kathy Hughes said she could have done a lot with $10 million. She had to pay lawyers, accountants, and to pay the lobbyists just to get the opportunity to vote. So they put $10 million in advertising campaigns and all this, and they may not get it. So a lot of people very upset about this thing. But she's made some comments that, you wouldn't think a radio host would make about other people, but very troubling. And then, of course, there was so-called, as they say, anti-Semitic language used and things like that. It's kind of odd, right, man? What do you think about this? What's going on with the Creed people, Frank? Shaq, what's up with the Creed people?
They got the attack dogs. They got the attack lap dogs. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Gatekeeping, baby.
But I'll be honest with you though. We just it's too many people. It's too many of us that are off code to the point where it's hard. You know what I mean? These people, we don't really love ours, or we do, but a lot of these so-called black people, they don't love, you know what I'm saying? They don't love their people, man. They don't value, they're not in it for their people. They're just in it for a few crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Just like cats go on Vlad TV, but they don't, these cats be celebrities, they be millionaires, it don't matter. Why don't you make your own podcast or go on somebody that know's podcast that look like you? I'll go on Vlad, I'll go on add a no jumper and all that because what I'm saying, he got views and they can put, you already famous, bro. Why do you need? I just don't understand. We find excuses to mess with these people. Do we find excuses to for them to co-sign us than for us to co-sign them? The do for self thing is I don't think we were really for that. And see, the thing is, these misleaders, they call misleaders, right? But see, they're showing that you shouldn't do for self. So what is that? What kind of example is that setting for the rest of us? You know what I'm saying? Especially people that don't think like us critically. You see what I'm saying? That look like us. A lot of people don't think like us critically. They're not gonna think this shit. They're gonna think, hey, you know what? So it's what's crazy thing about it is you're not gonna see it the other way around. You're not gonna see us. You're not gonna see them. Going against their people for us at all. You notice that? You never see them do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're smart and they got the power. But you see us going against their people for them people all day. You see what I'm saying? But look, all these establishments are Creed people. You know what I mean? The NBA, entertainment, sports, the music industry, the record industry. All these people, if you think about it, all these people, you see what I'm saying, are they're Creed people, man. These are Creed organizations. You see what I'm saying? So that's but they got this lady, going against us, man, and a lot of these radio hosts and hosts and stuff like that, they ain't nobody special. You see what I'm saying? They just working for the radio station. They're honestly doing what you know what I'm saying? They're fitting that kind of agenda, the radio station's agenda. That's all. Whatever agenda that the radio station is putting out there for them, they're doing, and that's crazy, man. This lady ain't no friend of mine. That's all I gotta say, right?
All right, what do you think about this, Frank? Shaq. My fault.
Yeah, we talked earlier, man. You know what I said earlier, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
You
coming from a whole nother angle. Huh?
What'd you say for
And
that?
these are the see, Frank. When we talk about this, who the white man really is, these are the real white men. These mulattoes are the real white men. They created that white stuff. They the real white men.
Mm.
The mulattoes.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you go back and check history, just start looking around. Those mulattoes, see, they got the best of both worlds, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? They got the melanated side. They come from both sides, melanated, and they come from the white side, pale side, or whatever. But guess what? Guess what takes precedence?
Mm.
Their skin tone. The fact that they have a light skin. This is what they think in their mind.
Mm.
Ooh.
If you look at most organizations, most so-called successful people that's put in the chairman of these organizations, either they pale Jewish people or of other pale European descendant, or they the mulattoes. They're the white niggas. And it just is what it is, man. We had to come to that conclusion, man.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? They are the white niggas.
All right. Let me bring this up right quick. I got to bring this up for the next one. And we're going to find a way to talk about it, but, we're going to be using Creed or whatever because, the Boo Birds in the back. I don't know what they be doing with us, Shaq. They go back and go to 50, 54 and tell us we said something, but they don't never know what they re-said. So I haven't had time today to really go and check back on everything. But so this is what I'm going to do. Say fair use copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use of use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Now, I'm not getting into too much of the, what they call it, the anti-Semitism, but I do got to talk about I'll say you know what? An anti-human figure. Y'all know his name. I always talk about the anti-human figure. His name is Jonathan Greenblatt.
Greenblatt.
And he says, he's been on the news again, businesses speak out against anti-Semitism, the fight against hate. Anti-Semitism and hate crimes against Jewish people are up 388%. Who's counting these numbers, brother? A lot of numbers to be counted here. Now, I'm just trying to find out something here. But, I'm going to let him tell it. Let me sit back and I'm let you tell it. Might elaborate on it, and you might just be like, what the hell is going on? But let's go with it.
Signed on to its workplace pledge to fight anti-Semitism.
Those are all the companies that's fighting anti-Semitism right there. Adidas, Turner, UTA, NASCAR, AEG, Ancentis, okay, is that PGA, UPS, New York Life, Apollo, CA, Cava, Google, J.Crew, S&P Global, USTA, KMGV, the NBA, TripAdvisor, ServiceNow, Simon, Maxwell, and Tape Street. So these are all that groups and organizations signed a pact to fight anti-Semitism. Write those daggone organizations down. They're gonna come up being big in the future. Look at those names, write them down. Fight against it. More than 100 companies signed workplace pledge as of 10/24/2023 to fight anti-Semitism. Write it down. You see it right there, Frank. You see the companies, right?
It's a lot of companies, man. But guess what? They're probably owned by Jews. Ooh.
That's right. You figure, what do you think about this, Shaq? All these companies fighting anti-Semitism.
There you go.
Adidas up there.
There you
all
go.
Right now. See Adidas up there now. All right.
Not surprised. Oh, the NBA. What a surprise.
You see it. Yes,
and we love some NBA too. Do we love some? Damn, man.
NASCAR. That's a racing sport.
That's why they ain't know. That's why if you notice, ain't that many of us up in that.
UPS. What can Brown do for you?
But not brown people. Ooh.
Oh, what can Google do for you? Ouch.
I'm surprised YouTube, and I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised other ones ain't up there, man. But then in Google, I'm not surprised with Google. You know.
But let let Mr. Greenblatt talk about it. Let him talk about it. He the expert on anti-Semitism.
Companies like Google, S&P Global, UPS, and the NBA. At the same time, Hamas terrorists attacked Israel on October 7th. Preliminary data from the ADL's Center on Extremism indicates nearly 400% spike in reported anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. versus the same period last year. It's also important to note that the FBI says it has seen increased reports of threats against Muslim and Arab communities. Joining us right now is Anti-Defamation League CEO and National Director Jonathan Greenblatt. We had you on the program when you announced your plans to put this list together.
Yeah.
I know Jeff Sonnenfeld at Yale has putting a list together. I think he has even more names on it. Not necessarily your pledge, but just statements and things that the companies have made. What's that process been like? What's the feedback and even potential backlash been like?
Yeah, well, look, first of all, Jeff's a friend, and I think he does great work. And I think he's noted how people like Albert Bourla and the CEOs, who's a remarkable person, CEOs of a lot of companies, NVIDIA, right, IBM, they've spoken out. What we're doing is when companies say, well, what can I do? More than just issuing a tweet, if you will. We're giving them a way to do that, right? By signing on to the workplace pledge, like Google, like Omnicom, like UPS, like Kava and J.Crew, so many companies, businesses can show how they're standing with their Jewish employees, because that's what this is about. Anti-Semitism is spiking around the world. The Jewish state is facing a genocidal threat. CEOs are saying reasonably, I have Jewish employees, I have Jewish customers, I have Jewish shareholders. What can I do? The ADL Workplace Pledge is an easy way they can stand with their Jewish community.
So at the same time, though, you now have this conflation oftentimes, and I want to read you. Bill Ackman, this is on Twitter or X last night, says anti-Israel has become anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And he says, just ask the students.
Yeah.
But it is an issue that's not just about the students. It's an issue that has been raised in workplaces across the country and around the world. And how you think about that conflation, and also how you think about CEOs and managers trying to resolve that conflation.
Look, Bill Ackman is right that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, period. I don't think that's much of a debate anymore. And we know this because we hear what these kids on these campuses or these activists are saying. They're not saying two-state solution. They're saying final solution.
All right, now, this is what I told you earlier, Frank. He said anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. You heard what he said, right? I just letting you know it. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now, he said it. That's him. That ain't me saying it. That's him. That's him.
You're a Zionist.
See? He letting you know. He letting you know. You talk about the Zionist state. You talking against him. He letting you know.
See, they want exemption. See, this is what I'm saying. They want exemption. They want exemption in life from no ridicule. You know what I'm saying? No accountability. And everybody is against them. Well, actually, I think you're making yourself against everybody else. You're isolating and putting yourself on an island by yourself because you're saying we are the most harmed people. Everybody trying to harm us. But it seems that y'all, by the list that we looked at, and what he keeps saying, anybody that's a Creed sympathizer, partner, business partner, or a believer, hey, protect your business. If you don't, we're gonna put this anti-tag on you. So a lot of people are being bullied and pressured. This is me speaking out my mouth. The words that are coming out my mouth are not the words and comments of this channel. Disclaimer.
All right.
So they
Let me let the clown keep talking. Let me let the clown keep talking. Hold on. Let me let the clown keep talking.
Like that should have no place anywhere. I think it's wrong.
Jonathan,
go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that I see it coming, and the invasion of Gaza has been put off as we.
Right.
Okay. If it does come, and it's likely to, it's going to be very bloody.
It's going to be.
How does Israel? How do you help Israel win the PR battle? Because you can see what you can see right now. It's going to be Palestinian genocide. It's going to be Israeli terrorists, even though Israel has a right to defend itself. And the only way to defend itself is to try to do to Hamas what the West did, or whoever you want to give credit for, did to ISIS. That's
no, look, like Governor Haley.
You got to go in. There's going to be civilian casualties.
Hamas is a hate group. Hamas is a terror organization. It's a criminal outfit. It's also the government of Gaza. Israel needs to respond to the attack, the slaughter of 400 people.
Make it so that the impression that Israel is.
Well, look, I'm not Israel's public relations agency, but my job is to keep Jewish people safe. And I don't know if you saw what happened at the Cooper Union here last night, where Jewish students were barricaded in the library because of a mob outside that banged on the doors and yelled, "Globalize the Intifada." It's crazy what's happening on these campuses. You basically have Hamas supporters on these campuses. And I got to tell you something. Again, Governor Haley talked about ISIS. We have laws in place to prevent Americans or others from providing material support to foreign terror organizations. So last night, the ADL sent letters to 175 university presidents telling them that groups like Students for Justice in Palestine, facilitating, enabling, providing material support for terrorists, they should be investigated
when I was
and thrown
20,
off those
Jonathan, I
campuses.
didn't know that. I don't think I was that aware. I wouldn't have been in a position to have such a strong viewpoint. Where is it coming from?
Look, whether it's
presidents,
whether
social
it's
media.
right-wing extremists and white supremacists or left-wing radicals and hardened anti-Zionists, these people are the fringe. We need to put them back on the fringe.
But the ADL used to fight to allow Nazis to march. Would you do that today?
I wouldn't say we would fight to allow Nazis to march.
Let's give them the freedom of speech.
So I certainly believe ferociously in the First Amendment, but freedom of speech is not the freedom to slaughter people, and freedom of expression is the freedom to incite violence. So I'm okay with you marching, but not when it involves imperiling, endangering other people because of how they pray.
You march for and say that the Palestine is being occupied. Are you allowed to do that?
You can certainly, you were asking this. There is nothing wrong with criticizing Israel. By the way, nothing wrong with criticizing George Soros. It's when you demonize, it's when you dehumanize, and you put people at risk. Look, we have all over the country these crazy rallies taking place that literally call to wipe Jews off the map, call to globalize the Intifada. The Intifada was a violent military action that involved murdering thousands of civilians. Who thinks this is normal? We wouldn't tolerate
Nazis too. I would say the same thing about Nazis.
Yeah, look, I will tell you something. 1939, right down the street at Madison Square Garden, 1939, there was a rally on behalf of the Third Reich here in New York. 20,000 people showed up at MSG. I got to tell you something. I think we will look back on these people, these kids, these individuals supporting Hamas today, look at them at the same way those people supported the Nazis in the 1930s. Morally reprehensible. And whether it's a university president or a community leader who dithers and equivocates, history will not judge them well.
You have a right to speak.
Showing up on the first page of Google?
Yo, you sound kind of muffled. I can't hear you. Yeah, I didn't know you were talking. I didn't know what that was. What's up?
You
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah, you was kind of like real muffled. I didn't know what the hell that was.
Like you was underwater and shit.
Man, probably because it was being. I don't know, man. They probably won't.
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead.
I was going
Go ahead.
in
You
on his
got the first word on this. I catch up. Go ahead. He talking a mouthful now.
So what I was saying, huh?
He talking a mouthful, ain't he?
Well, it sounds like he's trying to be the terrorist. It sounds like, hey, that's what I said. Go for my team. You said, oh yeah, you claim you respect the First Amendment, but you're trying to chastise these young students. They have a right for freedom of speech.
That's what he said.
But he just said in that same little spiel that it's going to be bloody. No remorse. No empathy.
Wait a minute. Hold it, man.
Yeah.
Sound like you're in a time chamber.
I think you should go in and go out, Shaq. I think you should come in and come back out.
What happened?
I think you should go. Why is it? I think you should go in and go back out because you sound like you're underwater, and then you sound okay, and then you sound like you're underwater, and you sound like you all good. I think you should go back in and go out real quick. I don't know.
Oh man. Right.
Maybe it's a connection or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or something. Something.
They don't like us talk about Mr. Green, man. But just go ahead and go on mute for a second and come back in and out. But let me bring this up. What he's saying, Frank, he's trying to have both ways. Yeah, it's okay to protest, but then it's not. See, he's trying to straddle the fence because they're asking you allow Nazis. My dean brought us up in 1939. We need to find out what happened in 1939 when he talking about that. Since he want to bring this with this third right and stuff. See, he like to bring out a lot of vague stuff to support his so-called argument. But he ain't got no argument.
These motherfuckers is crazy, man. But see, the thing is, girl brought up a good point though. She said, She said you encourage free speech even when the Nazis speak, and he flipped that like, oh no, with the third right. You will see you know what? She made up a good point. It's our First Amendment right. Motherfuckers have the freedom of speech. I'm gonna break it down. The same cat, Albert Pike, is the one that you know what I'm saying made up the York Rite, right? Freemasonry, or brought the York Rite Freemasonry out here or whatever to America, and that's the same cat that made you know what I'm saying, that actually formed Freemasonry, right? And at the same time, this dude was a Creed person. You see what I'm saying? So nobody want to talk about that. You see, nobody want to talk about that. So of course y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, give people, come on, man, y'all gonna give them some leeway, man. And that swastika symbol is that's not even their symbol. They took that symbol, they took the hoods and everything, they took that symbol from Spain, the hoods in the costumes from Spain. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, these dudes they are the Nazis. Oh, damn, I should have said that. But you know, the Creed people, you know, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean, dude.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I'm getting to this other
you feel me? Like,
I'm getting to this other thing.
But see, but old girl brought up a good point. What is freedom of speech?
Ain't none.
We don't get motherfuckers got no freedom of speech, huh?
Virginia declares state of emergency as wildfire burns in Shenandoah National Park. I know what it is. I have to get to that later. Now, I want you to hear this story, Frank. This is a new one on me. I want you to hear this. Chak, if you still there, I mean, you got or whatever, you can come back in. I just don't know what's going on. That's all. Well. Oh, here it is.
And Hogan officers arrested a man carrying a semi-automatic weapon just after 12:30 in the park between the Senate side of the Capitol and Union Station. News 4's Mauricio Casillas joins us live with what we now know about the suspect. Mauricio.
Susan, Leon, about an hour ago, we were briefed by U.S. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger, who identified the suspect as Amir Levon Morel from Atlanta, Georgia. Chief Manger says that Morel was walking through this park carrying a weapon that resembled an AR-15 when someone spotted him and then alerted Capitol Police. I want to go ahead and show you this video that was taken by a bystander, which shows Morel in custody. Capitol Police say officers approached him and demanded he drop his weapon. Police say he ignored that and kept on walking without really saying anything. Police say an officer then tased Morel and arrested him without incident. Bomb technicians were also searching a bag that Morel left in the park, but nothing suspicious was found. Morel was loaded into an ambulance and then taken to a hospital. Police say he's expected to be okay after being tased. Now, Chief Manger says it took officers about 3 minutes after the initial report to take Morel into custody. What's still unclear, though, is what he was doing here in the first place.
Based on our officers' limited contact and limited conversation with Mr. Morel, there is some indication that he may be dealing with some mental health issues. We don't know that. We don't know why he was in the park with a gun. He made no statements as to why he was here or what he intended to do. again, it's still an ongoing investigation.
Capitol Police say they're still looking into when Morell actually got here or how it was that he got here. Chief Manger says that he is facing a charge of carrying a firearm on Capitol grounds, with other charges still pending.
Yo, you back?
Psyop.
What you think about that, man?
It might
No,
even
what
be
you
a
think
hoax.
about that, man?
It might
Look,
even be a
that
hoax.
dude look kind of weird, man. Like, I don't know, man. That dude look like almost a homeless guy, man. I'm not sure that dude ain't 15, man.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. It could be me,
Crisis,
man.
oh, my bad. Crisis actor. My bad. It's like, same
Hey,
thing with Asian hate. Same thing. You had the homeless, bum looking so-called
what do you think about
black
this shit?
dudes doing it. So
What do you think
bum.
about this shit, man? You hear me, Shaq? I don't hear me. But yeah, the guy, man. So they say this guy was at the Capitol. They say they tased him and he was all right. Now, usually when they see a guy with an AR-15, they usually shoot him. So I try to find out what the hell going on here. They also told you he probably had some mental issues, but they don't know that right now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do you think about this Frank, man? Come on, man. You believe this crap, man? Come on. He even from Georgia. Well, his name from Atlanta, Georgia, or something. Or Georgia coming all the way to DC for some with an AR-15. He could have done that in Georgia.
See, why do they always come? Why do they always have these people drive from somewhere and take long missions and like you know what I'm saying? Like town to town and city to city. Like it's you know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, it's the same script. It's just now it's a brother now. It's just like all right, you know what I'm saying? And it's like he got dreads, so you got to put the dreads in there.
Is
You
it
know
a
what I mean?
psyop?
So I think it's a hoax, or maybe even just a straight out, straight out hoax, or just fake. Period. Because the thing is, the thing is,
And they didn't say, by the way,
why
they
did they
didn't
shoot
say
him?
AR-15. They say AR-15 like weapon.
That's how it's fake. That's how you know it's fake right there. See, y'all, how do y'all not? Y'all took the weapon in custody. How do you not know what the fuck what the weapon was? See, you see how they give you they give you some furry fuzzy details. You know what I mean? Like,
Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
but see,
Don't make me
people
laugh, man. Stop it, man.
people believe it though, man. People gonna believe this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, we believed in the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and all that, so that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
And see, okay, and then like, oh, we still don't, how do y'all not, no details to nothing? Y'all never know nothing to keep you thinking, keep you speculating, keep you scared, to keep you in suspense. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, they still don't know? Oh, we gotta be careful. We gotta be scared. We gotta be on alert. You know what I mean? We gotta be on high alert. We don't even know. It's just come on, man. I don't know, man. But I just think it's fake, though. You know what I mean? Why did they shoot him? The thing is, if that's the case, they're gonna tase him. Yeah, these are distractions, and you notice it's in spats. It's in they one distracted by another. It's just in small spats. And and the thing is with this, why don't you see that with this with all this is they're just gonna try to make it seem like this. Oh, the world is so bad and everything's getting worse and it's crime and gun crime and these are copycats. That's all. That's all the narrative is. You see what I'm saying, BJ? That makes sense. Oh, these are copycats and oh, everything is so bad and so violent and you know what I'm saying? Because gun crime, we gotta do this and that. Like I just don't see how. I don't know, man. People just don't see how people don't see the what's the name? They don't see the agenda.
Let me. I can't find the damn video. Shit. Oh, here it is. I found it. Chak, you there? Nah, I can't find it in video. I found it. We're gonna get back to some other topics first, but I want to break this down.
Peace, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead, speak. Yes, please.
Oh man, why I was trying to fix some audio. Is it better now still? Is it still acting up?
Yeah, you better.
Hey Frank, I'm watching this one mug, man. I gotta see you. Man, she going in on the flavor of love, cuz. Man, I ain't know a chick had pooped on the
Wait, what happened?
Oh man, we'll talk about this later, G.
I feel
Yeah, you remember the show Flavor of Love?
Oh yeah.
Man, one of the chicks had pooped on the floor. Oh my god.
I remember that.
You remember that?
That shit's burnt out. That shit
My
burnt.
bad, man. I was listening to that while I was fixing my headphones. Somebody else a little podcast. They was going over. I didn't know that happened. That's wild. Continue the regular schedule program. My bad. Interrupting.
No, you good. We were talking about this guy on Capitol Hill. Say a black man, they gonna have an AR-15 like weapon. They tasing him. He was a sex offender from Atlanta, Georgia, and they put him in the van. He hope he's. I said, dang. Usually when they say a man got an AR-15, they usually kill him. I said, dang, they tasing the man. That's a first. Wow. They don't usually report that.
And they call him a black man, huh?
Yeah, say he got dreads and shit, man. I say, come on, man, stop this bullshit.
Well,
say he was on Capitol grounds now.
Yeah.
They say he was on Capitol grounds.
But see, when it comes to the melanated or the brown man, they very descriptive and they give you details. They give you his background. See how they give you. Why would they throw he's an ex-sex offender in there though? Even if that might be true, they do that. You notice they do that. But when it comes to some of these other mugs, they spread him. They still give him the benefit of the doubt, no matter how heinous the crime is.
Who y'all talking? Who's the ex-sex offender? What are you talking about?
The dude the dude I just showed you.
What's the name?
The guy in DC. They said they had the AR-15 rifle.
Yeah. Right. He's the same. Oh yeah. Well, what? I mean, okay. What is? What do they got to do with it?
How they got all the information?
That's what I was saying earlier. How do they get that information, man? Like, what does any of that got to do with anything?
And they say AR-15 like rifle. They didn't say AR-15. See, AR-15.
So they're trying to ban. They're trying to ban ARs, AR-15s and shit. But why is none of these people? You know what? See, they're full of shit. Because when you got an AR, a lot of times, I'd say 70 out of 100 times, when you have an AR, that shit is bought legally. Now, motherfuckers have them. A lot of times, them AK-47s, they do have legal versions of them, but most of the time, when somebody has a gun like that, it's gonna be illegal. Shit like that, you know what I mean? The Dracos, a lot of those is illegal. Most of those is illegal. You see what I'm saying? How come you don't ever? How come none of these cats never have Dracos? You never notice that? Why they never say, "Oh man, the person had a Draco weapon"? You know, yeah, the Draco. Why is that? Why is it always ARs? You never noticed that? Why they never tell you that these motherfuckers have the illegal type? Look, the illegal type guns that they got, that everybody knows they'd be illegal guns. They never catch them with them. They always catch them with the legal guns like the AR-15s in a pistol. You know what I'm saying? Y'all notice never. Why is there never no shotguns? Why none of these people never got shotguns? Y'all never, because that's not the gun they going after. Does that make sense? Chak, that make any sense or what?
Well, yeah, you remember your boy, Joe Blow. Remember what Joe Blow said? It's all right for you to have a shotgun.
Because he's gonna have his wife letting it off on if somebody. How you gonna have your wife shooting for you? The fuck kind of weird ass shit.
This nigga's a bum.
Dawson, what's going on?
She said she doing her civic duty, so okay. Okay, now Now, let me play this by Nikki D. I didn't really get to this. But I'm gonna get to it now. Something to throw off a little bit.
Man, Nikki D was hard back then, man. Like them female
Ice
rappers,
Spice
there was conscience back
was
then. It was like more of
performing,
a
and there's a clip that's going viral. And the clip is of Ice Spice performing, and she's tugging this dress. She's supposed to be, who is she supposed to be for Halloween? Is it Betty Boop? She was supposed to be, and she was tugging that her dress down. I can't even show it. Ladies, this is why men don't take you seriously in hip hop anymore. All y'all are doing is twerking. You're talking about how good your box is, how you can get all these men. You know, you're putting your body on display for the world to see, and you wonder why you get no respect in hip hop. Nobody takes what you say seriously in raps. People think that you're a buffoon. Yeah, Betty Boop. I think I said that. Did I say that right? And this has become women in our society. A lot of y'all, and as Nikki D, who is a this person here, says that, you know, this is the prostitution era of hip hop, and I absolutely agree. You know, people try to say that women taking over rap. No, y'all ain't. Y'all are getting slurred out by these rappers. How y'all gonna take over something when y'all getting slurred out by these rappers? Lotto is a side chick to 21 Savage, okay? Career barely hanging on by a thread, you know? And Glorilla allegedly hooking up with Lil Baby. Meg Thee Stallion was hooking up with all these rappers, right? Y'all are not taking over nothing except for the data. Y'all have oversaturated dating markers. Most of y'all have are single. And y'all are pushing slower music to mentally vulnerable women who are out here getting BBLs, and they getting slurred out. This is why nobody takes Ice Spice seriously. And they say that, you know what, she's a plant. The woman, there are people who feel like she has absolutely no talent, except for her getting on stage with this dress on. I can't even show her in the dress because I can't even, because she got all her assets out. She got all her assets out on stage. But you got women claiming that men are thirsty. Oh, we thirsty? But your favorite female rappers are on stage looking thirsty for attention. We are in the absolutely. You know why we in the prostitution era of hip hop? Because these heifer rappers are getting slurred out. They getting slurred out. They are getting slurred out. How you on stage in this tiny dress? You keep pulling it down. She might as well just not have nothing on. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen. There's going to come a time where women going to be outside walking around damn near nude. Like, why not? Like, why not? I've literally seen a woman walk into a place of business with no clothes on. BBL'd up. These women don't care no more. You're going to start seeing women walking around in lingerie, thongs, might have a top on, might not. That's what you're going to see. They don't care no more. It ain't just the prostitution era, it's slur era. And you're going to see these women say, they're going to go out, they're going to say, why not? Why not take everything off? Y'all not checking these heifers. That's why they're doing it. So this woman has to take it upon herself to call it out. Let's get into this. Nikki D has offered a critique of the rising generation of rappers after an Ice Spice performance caught her attention for all the wrong reasons. Let's see it. Hold on. Taken to Instagram on Sunday, the veteran MC was the first female rapper signed to Def Jam, shared her thoughts on the current state of the industry, referencing the 23-year-old's performance in New Jersey at Power 105 Powerhouse on the day of. These heifers always at festivals. They never headline their own shows because they don't have any real fans. They really don't. Oh, come the F on. You mean to tell me this is true talent? The female genre of hip hop today is the prostitution era. Fight me, wrote Nikki D, sharing a clip of Ice Spice on stage in a short video. The Bronx native performs her breakthrough record, Munch, while dressed as Betty Boop in the spirit of Halloween. Notice the only 2 times the crowd reacts during the familiar Munch line and when she turns around and shows her assets. Oh, can't even show you this picture. What is going on out here? Y'all listen. Y'all talking about how men are thirsty. Listen, men who are attracted to women, if we see women walking around with little to no clothes on, what you expect us to do? Y'all don't expect us to look, right? We're gonna look. Women are walking out here with damn near nothing on. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen women in public recently with damn near nothing on, especially when the weather's hot. When the weather cold, right? They either out here in some leggings or in some of the shortest, like, I don't know what you call the legging shorts things, the tights, whatever you call them. Because they got the ones that shows off your backside more. Like, they don't care. Like what's going on out here, family? Like ladies, y'all don't care about, thirst. Obviously. All right, I'm not gonna play this whole video, but I mean, what do you think? What do you think about it? Nikki D got his
I've
own
been
or something?
saying,
Is it
my bad. I've been
prostitutionary
saying
hip
it.
hop?
Yeah, I know. Have you ever? My bad. Have you ever heard me say that? I know
Yeah, you
you've heard
said
me
it.
say that. I know you've heard me say that.
Yeah, I heard you
These
say it.
females talking about they call you thirsty, but you thirsty for attention. You the one. Oh, you. How you thirst trapping? Would you gonna call the dude thirsty for looking? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. At the gym is I know you, BJ. I know you be in the gym. The gym is the most awkwardest. They make it the most awkwardest place for men and women. You know what I'm saying? Period. You you better off picking somebody up at the grocery store, meeting somebody at the grocery store or something. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking auto mechanic. I don't fucking know. But check this out. But they make it awkward. They have these little memes and shit at the gym, motherfuckers working out in the gym and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he helped, the female act like she need help or something like that with the weight or something. He like, oh, you need help, you got it or something like that. She record the motherfucker. She record the situation and try to make it seem like the dude is trying to be thirsty. Damn, dude, if the motherfucker weight fall on the guy, you don't think I'm gonna help this motherfucking guy? What the fuck, man? We not humans, no? So women ain't Are we not? Damn, there's some weird shit going on, dude. We thinking like fucking like 7-year-olds and shit. That's how kids think. Kids think like that. Grown women don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? But he right, man. There's no. I don't see how we thirsty. And look, these females are gonna stay. Those, you know what? They don't mind attention from their dog and their cat, man. That's because that's all who's gonna be with them is the dog and their cat. They don't mind the attention from them. But see, they expect the motherfucker to be gay for a second and shit, dude. Like gay for the moment and shit, not look at him and shit, dude. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that part. So you don't want me to I'm not supposed to look at you because you don't like me. That shit is the weirdest shit ever, dude. Like I'm sorry, man. I don't understand.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? You're not attracted to me, so I gotta act like, oh shit, be awkward now. My man's gonna look.
Hold on, brother. Hold on,
Shit, other females be looking, right?
Hey, hold on, man. Shaq, is this the prostitution era hip hop? I'm asking for a friend. Maybe I might learn something, brother. Is it the prostitution era hip hop, Shaq? Or could it be the prostitution era hip hop? Better yet. I don't know, man. Help me out, man. Is it? Is it not? I agree with Nikki D on this one. I'm just saying.
Chak. All right. I don't know. Well, let me answer that question. Like she said, well, like he said, better yet, they didn't even pay attention to Ice Spice until she started pulling that dress up. But she had a dress on. Now I'll send you the picture later, Frank, because he couldn't show it all the way. Because she does have her bare backside out. And she performing her son's munch. And I'm feeling you. Bishop, happy birthday anniversary, brother. Could have came on the show, man, if you wanted to. If you're not asleep. Maybe you're not asleep. Maybe real. Sing a little link right quick. We let you come on for a couple minutes if you want to. You can answer the question, Bishop. Is it the prostitution or hip hop? We don't know. But never mind. We don't worry about it then. But Frank, is this what women are subjecting themselves to be the new Ice Spice? Is that what your ambitions are?
Damn, man. I think more like a streetwalker, like, you know. You know, and they
I was talking to a brother today, this morning. He was saying they want to wear the eyelash, the nails, the makeup. He was like, they really want to walk around looking like prostitutes. Ain't that crazy, man?
Yeah, because older cats told me that's how prostitutes used to, you know, the fake lashes, the wig, the heels, or the the revealing clothes, you know. That's how the streetwalkers look.
Now, here's the thing, and they might be for everybody. Goddamn it! Hey, look, if you throw a little skin in the game, you might get some change.
Man,
right hit the jackpot, brother.
And like I've been saying, man, these females aren't talented. They're corny. They can't rap. They rap up the stuff to rap about it has no substance.
Well, that's what Nitty and them saying.
These, it's just like, give me 1 minute.
That's what they've been saying the whole time, brother. They're not talented. All right. Now I'm gonna play one other video. It's a good one, Chak. Frank and Chak. You gonna love this, Frank. This gonna be something that you might be talking about until next week, brother. This gonna be a good video right here, brother. Chak, you there? All right, Frank. Listen to this video now, because we're gonna have to bring up some pointers on here. What you think about it after we're done?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you back in that time chamber. You back in that time chamber, though.
Man. God damn, man. Yeah, I just ain't meant to be. I'm just saying I'm here though.
All right. Well, look. Well, listen to the video, and after it's over, try to fix it. All right? Does that work? Because this video is about 9 minutes long, and it's a good one. I like this one. This is some funny stuff right here, boy. It's talking about Ice Spice, as a matter of fact, kind of, but not exactly. But you might want to throw her in the pot. Relax.
So early in the year, we had a brilliant Brazian up here, Lawrence E. Ija, right, speaking about the exodus of black males from the black church. Question I have for you is, why do you believe the same black men who are staying away from the church are joining the IUIC, not only in America, but across the world? You have schools in Belize, Ghana, Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Uganda, Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, and I don't know where
God, you
else.
did much research.
In the U.S. So,
Whoa.
but the question I wanted to list that so people understand how you are present in foreign countries as well as here.
Yes.
Why do you think the brothers are so attracted to your organization?
Number one is Bible prophecy. Number two, they have a calling in this. Prior to this truth, black people, black men especially, have no. When you read Hosea, I got to read it for you. I know it's for time's sake. You don't want me to read it, but I got to read it. Hosea chapter 3. If I can just find it real quick, it says this. Look at it. Look at it. Now, somebody come look at this. Oh, here we go. Hosea chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, for the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, without a prince, without a king, without a prince, without a sacrifice, and without an image. That's the key I want. Without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim. Afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God and David their king. So in the last days, okay, it says, and shall fear the Lord their God and his goodness in the latter days. I wanted to get to that. See, these are latter days. The prophecy says, although we would have no image, no God, no king, we would find this in the last days. In the black church, the black man has no place. You look for Jesus, you see a white man, which goes against the Bible, Revelation 1:14-15. You look for God, he's a white man, which goes against the Bible, Daniel 7 verse 9. You look for the Jews, they're white, except when you read the Bible, Jeremiah 14:2, Song of Solomon 1:5, Jeremiah 8:21, Lamentations 4 verse 8. We're black people. So we had no image. And then guess what? In the church, if it ain't the pastor, it's the woman. She runs the house. This is why divorce is on the rise. But when we come back to the truth, God says the black man is the head of the house. He's the leader of the nation. That's not been taught. So black men, they come into this. It's the woman and her feminist ways of, she's been manipulated. She thinks feminism is the way black women rule. Homosexuality is the way. No, sister, no, stop. You got to repent, change your life. You want to keep your family together? Only the Israelites can do that. In the black church, there's adultery, there's extortion, there's hatred, there's murder, all of whatever, it's there because they keep no laws. No, there's no structure there. So now black men say, well, I need structure. For example, you grew up a single parent household. What do young black men do? They want a male mentor, a male.
They look for that, you know?
They look for that. So they find a drug dealer on the corner to mentor them, to teach them the streets. We always want leadership. Okay, so now in Israel United in Christ, we show the young men, you need discipline in your lives. Okay, you get married, you're the head of the house. The wife is your helper, your helpmeet. Some women go, I don't accept that. No, white man is God, because guess what? Let's say you got a black wife. Do you really have a black wife? When she says her prayers at night, is it to a God that looks like you? It's to your oppressor. Oh, heavenly white man, help me in this marriage. Subdue this black man. He's no damn good. He won't listen to me. And this is why the families fall apart. That's one aspect of why the families fall apart. Divorce is on the rise. Black babies are killed. Is it a boy? Kill it. That's black women right there, because she worships a white God. This is the absolutes.
How detrimental has the image of white Jesus been to the psyche of black people?
Oh, it's devastating. It's devastating. It has devastated our community from the time of slavery. People ask, well, why did they give us a white Jesus? Because if you see them as God, you'll never revolt against them. It's very few slave revolts. I'm pretty sure there was more, but historically, Nat Turner, Demop Vesey, Gabriel Prosser, the Haitian slave revolt in Haiti in the 1800s, there's not a whole lot. Why? Because the mass majority of us, mass are coming. Jesus coming. And this is why if you shoot me, black people don't care. But if a white man shoots me, oh, why are they upset? Because Jesus is not supposed to shoot us. Jesus is supposed to love and take care. That's why there's many revolts in the street, because you can read about that in Isaiah 59. He gives a whole chapter about that, how we roar in the streets, we cry in the streets, no justice, no peace. But when Tyrone kills Raheem, don't nobody give a damn. Don't nobody care. Black on black, who cares? Okay. That's what the false image has done to us. And the church is a provocateur of that. T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Juanita Bynum, Tony Evans, a whole lot of them, Jamal Warren. And then the new thing is this. The Israelites are coming out with black Jesus. The Jews are black. You know what you're going to say? They have a meeting. They had meetings. Say color don't matter. Color don't matter. Well, guess what? John 8:32, Christ said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Well, why aren't we free from oppression? Because of lies. Because of lies. Because of the lies of the black church.
I have a question now, right? I spoke to this young brother here before we started. So I'm pretty sure when people join the organization, they go through a process of a transition. There's some development there,
Yes.
right? Inner development. Question I have for you is this. Why do you think people go to church for 10, 25, 30, 40, 50 years without any change in their life, but they still go? I haven't cracked that code. I've observed it my whole life, right? And I never understood how they'll complain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they'll continually go to this place and give their time and money
Yes.
without any change in their life.
Yes, sir.
So why do you think that's the case?
Well, it's biblical. I know. I went to the wrong chapter, the wrong verse. The Bible talks about that in the book of Timothy. Y'all help me out here. They have a zeal, not according to knowledge. Where's that one at? Find me that. 1 Timothy, or is it 2 Timothy? They have a zeal of God. I want that one. What is it? No. Or is it Romans 10 verse 2? Okay. Let me look. They have a zeal of God. Okay. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, thank you, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. The righteousness of God is Christ keeping the commandments. Our people don't want that. They have a zeal. They know that there's a God. They know there's something greater than themselves out there. And most of the time, they wait till they get old. Some of them grow up in the church and they stay there, especially when they're old and they've sexed all over the place, especially women. A lot of women, black women, they become churchified when they get old, when the vagina starts to hang and gets dries up. Okay, now I want to side for Jesus now. Now they go to church. And the church says, don't keep no commandments. That makes the black woman feel good because she has whored herself out. She's had more than 15 sexual partners. Some of them have had babies they have murdered. But the church says, just say, God, forgive me, and you good. Oh, hallelujah. Ooh. That's what they do. And they feel good and comforted. So they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. God's knowledge is his laws in Christ. Submit yourself to God's law. His seventh commandment is thou shalt not commit adultery. Black woman, confess that and forsake that. Okay. The fourth commandment, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Stop going to church on Sundays. God's Sabbath day is the seventh day of the week, which is Friday, Sunday, and Saturday, Sunday. I don't know about that. Thou shalt not covet. Stop following the Joneses. So there's many things that dictate and discipline our lives, but our people don't want that. We just want to feel good. That's why we have a say in the hood. You feel me? It's always about feeling. It's never about knowledge. Do you feel what I'm saying? Do you feel me? And that's women do the same thing. I don't deal with feelings. I deal with the word of God says. 1 Samuel 2:3 says, God is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. People got to understand that. He's a God of knowledge, and he will judge your actions. Okay? You say you love your neighbor, so why you shoot me? You say you love your neighbor, then why you stab me? Why you commit adultery against me? Okay? This is what the church don't understand. This is why people leave. I left the church. All of our young men are leaving the church. Get that, y'all better get the hell up out of there. They section your wives too up in there.
That dude was clowning.
That shit was funny as shit, man. Woo, boy.
He was clowning, man.
Man, he said a lot in there. But
He
Frank,
was clowning like a motherfucker.
he right, man. Something about that white Jesus, Frank. Something about that white Jesus. Dang. He ain't lying about them sexual wives neither stuff. That look, every woman is don't apply to, but he ain't lying about going to church and some women have sex. That is a true fact. That's been known since the beginning of the time. Okay, this is nothing new.
Yeah.
Ain't no need to deny it. But he is he's on point about a lot of things. He's telling you why the men leaving church. He called out T.D. Jakes and pastors and stuff, right? And the guy asked him, why are people giving their money and time to something that is not fruitful, basically. So, but he made a point. The reason why you get upset when a white man shoots you because Jesus not supposed to shoot you. You love the white Jesus. You don't want to. That's why you want to lay next to the white man, daughter, and son.
And what do you say about the what else? What else he said? He just said shit. I lost my train of thought. He was yeah, he was saying so much stuff, but he was going in on the the fact that too the prayer part too, where he was saying maybe per man too.
Oh yeah. He was saying that you lay it beside a black man, but the reason why you don't listen to it because you pray it really to white Jesus, not the man that look like you or something like that. Yeah. I knew what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Dropped a lot of hard stuff in there. People get upset, but it is what it is, man.
That's true though. That's true.
But he's not lying. I don't know about he talking about the vagina hanging and all that stuff. I kind of just got a little trip off that, but I'm like, come on. But nevertheless, he's just letting you know this is how it goes. But the question was the guy asked him why men are leaving the church, and he told you why. And I have no problem with that. Now, so later it's gonna be women. Well, some women will leave, but a lot will stay. Let me put it that way. But it need to be talked about. These churches are not more religious than they're more secular based, if anything. Because like I told you, church leaders down here pushing the casino, so that should tell you everything you need to know. So, yeah. Shaq, what do you think about this, man? Shaq, you around? You still around? Maybe? Got it fixed? I'm not sure. That was a good topic.
Man, he broke it down though, man. Even the part, man.
Hey, look.
It's like,
hey, man, that's the funny, man. But he let you know, T.D. Jakes and them, deceiving you, brother. They telling you, let me get $18 million a day. Oh, go ahead, Shaq. Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
Is it better?
Go ahead. Yeah, you there. Yeah, did you hear what that guy bitching the thing and said?
It was going in and out.
Damn.
On my end. No, it's just on my end. It could have been part of my reception, man. I don't know, man.
But it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, he broke down a whole lot of stuff, man. He talked about why being leaving the church. He said the daggone black women, they praying to a white God. And
yeah, I heard that part.
Yeah. Was he on to something?
No, we've been talking about that. We've been talking about that for the longest, though, right? Huh?
All right. Now I don't know what part you missed. He talked about T.D. Jakes and them. He said, "Why?" That guy asked him, "Why do people give money to keep on giving money to this stuff?" But he said something that said it was very interesting in the middle of that chat. He said the reason why Tyrone can shoot you on the corner and don't nobody give a damn because you're not worried about it, but a white man shoots you care because Jesus not supposed to shoot you or hurt you. You said Jesus won't hurt me. He also talked about women murdering their male children. That's what he said.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Didn't he say it, Frank?
Damn.
They're gonna put him on the KS list.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that exactly, but I told you, man. I have said before when he.
No, I said, didn't he say that?
No, yeah, but I've said before something similar. When these women be killing their babies, dude, that's a reflection of them, man. They don't be liking themselves, man. I'm telling you. They don't be wanting to bring another one of them in the world, man. I'm telling you, man.
Well, believe it or not, my brother actually told me a long time ago that, that women do abort their male children. So that's sad. I mean, I'd heard this before. So this ain't nothing new.
Think about it. because I had this conversation with my son, right? And he mentioned, and we should get some other women. We can actually, well, she didn't never had a daughter, so, but allegedly, that women, when they have the male child, those be some of the hardest births. You know what I'm saying? Some of the hardest
Could be.
childbirths, allegedly, because most boys, when the women have them, they sometimes it's just a harder birth for sometimes, and sometimes they put on a lot more weight. So that's another compounding situation scenario that goes along with it, that they putting on a lot of weight. So now you envying the father. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to go along with that that people don't need to talk about. I think they need to have more conversations about that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the pregnancies with the male children are more harder sometimes than it is with the female. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You know.
Well, he got into some other stuff too. He was talking about, that basically said something you said, Shaq. But he talked about then they get older and the vagina start to hang or something. That's when they start going to church, and he then slept with over 15 partners or something like that.
Yeah, man. So now that's what your boy. We got to give that credit to. Well, I know KS. I know Kevin Sanders mentioned about the Black Christian
And
Center.
he called it churchified. That's what he called it. That's what Bishop Nathaniel called churchified.
Yeah.
But that don't apply to everybody, because all women ain't
don't.
doing that. But
Yeah, don't. But these women, the ones that are, y'all need to be cautious and watch out, because they are what they call it. What they call it, Frank, when you.
He said women participating in adultery too. Me and I too. But when he said women participating in adultery too, he said they're not following these commandments that's in the Bible. I didn't let you know.
No, man, they ain't.
But he made a lot of points, and like I said, when he was on that show, I listen to him sometimes because, I got to give him credit for calling out Jonathan Green, but a year ago with Kyrie Irving and stuff, man. I had to
You
find
get a
that
chance,
guy.
send me that link.
Oh, I sent it to you earlier, but I'll send it to you again. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, send it to me, because I'm about to go and examine. So
That shit was funny, man. That shit was funny, man.
I might have to do me a live on that and just like pull it up a little bit and then kind of commentate.
That shit was funny as hell. Hey, Frank, tell the truth, man. You won't tripping on this shit, though, man.
Man, yeah. You know what? My bad. That's what he said. That got me when he said the fact that, you know what I'm saying, we trip up. When it's another one of us do it, kill each other, we ain't tripping. But when it's one of us, man, that's so real, dude. That's because that's supposed to be Santa Claus.
Jesus is not supposed to hurt you.
It's supposed to be Jesus. It's supposed to be Santa Claus. It's supposed to be the Creed people. It's supposed to be all these great figures in this society, in this environment. That's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be the European. But see, honestly, though, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, but you do got to be a critical thinker to come up with that. But honestly, we don't know by now. We're not waking up by now, dude.
I just told you, church leaders in Richmond, Virginia were trying to pass a casino in there. What world would a church leader try to pass a casino?
He got money.
With dago, I thought gambling won't allow. See. Hey, look, and then you talk about Santa Claus, man. I was watching it was on the news earlier. A deer literally jumped over two cars and jumped into a truck and dented the truck. So deers, man. So they go, I don't want no damn reindeer coming down my damn chimney, man. Shit, the hell with that shit, man. Hey, look, then I got a question, Frank. Most houses I don't even know have a chimney. Even if you do have a chimney, how this big fat jolly white man gonna get down this thing? And I thought about something. If you got through all the chimney and shit, right? Wouldn't that make you a burglar? Wouldn't I be allowed to shoot you?
Man,
especially your ground. Castle doctor.
If you leave it out all the milk and cookies, damn, you gonna be kind of fat by the time you get across the world, ain't you?
Good point.
There's a whole lot of milk and cookies to be eating, man.
That's a good point.
But
so, hey, look. Yeah, I wonder why Why they ain't never put a black face on Santa Claus?
They've been
Why
doing it
Santa Claus
lately,
can't be
but
black?
they've been doing it lately, but
Huh?
ain't nobody been paying attention to it.
Damn, Frank. I'm like Bishop Nathaniel now. Now see, this is a man of religious righteousness. See, he's speaking out his mouth. He's the elder statesman. But guess what? They ain't gonna listen to him either. They ain't gonna listen to him. But let
Man, look here,
let
man.
him
How
tell
many
Sis
times I
Mom
gotta
to
tell
say
you,
that
man?
same thing.
Look here, man. What I'm telling you is, man. Look. Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and all of them can kiss my ass. Number one, I don't want the Tooth Fairy no way. They don't leave nothing but the Tooth Fairy don't leave nothing but $1 in the pillow anyway. You ain't getting that. Only you can buy some candy shit. But look, Santa Claus is actually Satan as can't take the words off, it's Satan, but he wearing a red nose, and then you got a Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, right? And then you got to kiss the mistletoe and all this other nonsense, right? Come on, let's get real. Number one, I just rode down the street just earlier today. People already got Christmas lights on. I told you they had Halloween going in Sam's Club last week, and they already had Christmas stuff on the shelf. Damn, I mean, look, I don't give a damn about this shit no way. But I mean, can you at least let one holiday pass before you put out the other one? God damn, what the fuck is going on with this motherfucker?
No. Then look, they already been doing the pre Black Friday sales. Hey, you know.
Well,
but I'm gonna give me some headphones, Frank. Tell you that,
man.
on good count.
Well, now I gotta bring up one big thing that happened recently. They talked about it all on Sunday night. Frank. And what numbers is DeMar Hamlin wear, Frank? He wear that number 3. He wear that number 3. They said that he magically came back to the field. The other night, I'm gonna show it to you, Frank. Here you go. Now I'm gonna show this to y'all right quick. Tell you what it's worth.
And look who is still on the field taking it all in, and DeMar Hamlin. Should
How
we call
about
him over
that
here?
right there? That is pretty cool, though. That is pretty neat. I was in my living room watching the game last year, and you're thinking, gosh, this guy is probably never going to play again. And he's out here. It's special. That is awesome.
It is truly a blessing. I mean, to be able to see him sit down there and kneel and really just, I mean, because
and you know what he's doing there. He's thanking the
praying.
Lord that
Yeah.
I'm out here living and having this opportunity.
That's scary.
Wow.
It's scary. I
Wow.
never thought I was going to die on a football field, but when I saw that young man laying down, I was petrified.
What a way for this whole night to come full circle. Seeing that image right there.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let me ask you a question now. Wait a minute, man. Hold on, man. Why is he sitting right there with nobody over there? Like, yo, there's nobody just stands. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, this sounds like a big time game, man. Come on, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man. This don't add up to me. I'm just saying. I don't know, man. What do you think about this, Frank? This is odd, right? This is kind of odd. Whatever. It is what it is, but I mean, then they had him on Good Morning America, by the way.
Man, another script, man. You got to follow the script. Like Winston they said, follow the drip. And a house party,
Yeah.
you got to follow the script. You know what I'm saying? That's
All right.
real.
All right. Now, I'm going to play this for you. All right, it might be too long. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't get to play this. Yeah, you're right. Because my channel was down for the time being. So we're going to talk about this for about 2 seconds. I'm going to bring up the other one, then I'll be done. All right, let me bring this up.
Learning new details about the suspect's background with guns and about potential warning signs before last night's shooting. Sam Brock is in the suspect's hometown. Sam, what have you learned today?
Lester, law enforcement says a gun was found in that white Subaru. They are looking right now to see if it's the same weapon that was used in the mass shooting, as we are hearing from the Card family, who says that they alerted authorities that this is someone who needed help.
In Robert Card's hometown of Bowdoin, Maine, area-wide shock.
It's mind-blowing. Everything about it it's unbelievable. I mean, why this is going on and why this happened.
Even as the suspect's own family reveals chilling details about the decades-long Army reservist. His sister-in-law telling NBC News they alerted police and military officials that Card was experiencing an acute mental health episode in the months before Wednesday's massacre, saying he'd been fitted for high-powered hearing aids a couple of months ago and was picking up voices that he had never heard. His mind was twisting them around. The family concerned about the mental state of someone who performs gun training.
And with what we did, meeting him and the way that he showed us how to use a weapon, and then smart. He's really smart. He's tactical.
Former Army reservist Phil Gregory says he learned how to use an M16 rifle from Card. They weren't in the same unit, but the 40-year-old left an impression on Gregory.
He knows warfare. He understands it. He may not have ever been deployed, but he's smart. He knows what to do. I think they need the soldiers, to be honest with you, to be here. I really do.
The assault rifle, believed to be the one used to massacre and maim at least 30 people, was purchased legally in 2023, according to 2 senior law enforcement officials briefed on the matter. And officials tell NBC News Card threatened a military base and was sent by his own commanders to a mental health care facility for 2 weeks of psychiatric treatment in July.
How could someone that fits that profile still be in possession of semi-automatic weapons?
Well, I do think that the statutes around firearms and the possession of those are pretty complex. I know that we will be reviewing that information as we move forward.
Back in Bowdoin, where Card's family has owned land for generations, childhood neighbor Richard Goddard is blindsided.
No one would have seen this coming.
Never expected anything like this to happen here.
Sam Brock, NBC News, Bowdoin.
Well, Frankie, it make you feel any better. The gun was purchased legally.
Okay, so here we go. I already reported on this. Look, check this out. Why was this person not why was he not in the mental institution? Oh, my bad. They said that he was for. See, that's what I'm talking about. Why would he? If you in a damn mental institution, I'm sorry, you're all that firearms instructor, and all that, all your guns, all their privileges is taken away from you. That's how that works. It doesn't work like that. They would have took his guns, everything away from him. When they find out somebody's mentally, you know what I mean? That's how that works. When you own legal guns, and I know he did because he was a firearms instructor, all your privileges get taken away. That's a fact. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they barely coming out with this? It's almost a month old. This story. Why are you coming out with this now?
Mr. Guy that Maine, right?
Mm-hmm.
The demon, the monster, legend.
When there's nothing holding you.
Why we only had one so-called family member of one of the alleged deceased members of that situation, which is a male, older gentleman. And you remember he was talking about his son or something was brave or something. He's a bartender or something. He charged with a steak knife. He was a hero. Like, what? What has ever bringing a knife to? Well, let me stop. Right.
Well,
these cartoon goddamn storylines, boy, got to go.
Hey, Let me play. I'm gonna play something for you before we done. I just reminded me to play this. But look, let me play this one too, right here before I forget.
3 pages of the Covenant Shooter's so-called manifesto were this.
Nah, you should have played the Joe Smith, man. We should just talk about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I'm getting to that.
All right, yeah.
I'm
That's
getting
cool. I'm gonna mute up. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get to this leaked manifesto or that Tennessee thing that happened in Nashville. And Facebook is censoring the story because they said they don't want it to incite violence or hate. Go figure. But they did release the manifesto, some of it yesterday.
Displayed online by conservative talk show host Steven Crowder. We have a reaction from those at the school and at the state capitol. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. News 2's Nikki McGee spoke directly with Crowder today. She has more about what was in these pages and why he says it was important that they be released. Nikki.
Well, Bob, Haley, conservative host Steven Crowder continued to double down today that these pages are authentic. He says a detective from Metro Police shared them with his source, and his investigative team then came here to Tennessee to verify them. Now, one date dated on March 27 talks about a, quote, death day, and Hale was reportedly ready for these attacks. Another page marked February 3rd refers to a white privilege reference, as well as derogatory words used towards kids, including a slur towards gay people. Finally, a third page that doesn't show a date has a timeline for this attack. However, it wasn't followed exactly. Today, Crowder told me he believes releasing these documents could help prevent another school shooting.
Conspiracies when our national intelligence agencies, when the FBI, the DOJ, and local police department, not to mention all of media and big tech, decide that this will no longer be covered, when the issue at hand, as far as covering it now, is knowledge can be gleaned that can actually help people moving forward, avoid shootings like this, potentially avoid our missteps. Hey, this is the byproduct of the kind of ideology in which all of our children in public schools are being steeped.
No, we did ask Metro Police if these pictures were in fact taken by a detective. They told us they didn't know, but said they were not crime scene photos. Bob.
A Monday morning press conference.
All right, man. What y'all think about that, man? Real quick.
You want to get
I
that
think
point?
it's kind of crazy. Because they're saying it, but they don't want to release the manifesto online because they say it could incite violence. Hey, Facebook censoring the story. Why you censoring the story? Let us read the manifesto. Y'all been waiting 7 months. Oh, we didn't forget about it. Y'all stop talking about it. See?
Right. Y'all start talking. Y'all stop talking about it.
But wait, Frank. Wait a minute, Frank. Hold on. They done stopped talking about the main thing from last, and that wasn't even that long ago. See?
It wasn't even that long ago. They just brought this little update up the other day, like you just what you just showed the other day, just to play it all, to keep it like, to keep the distraction going, man, the lies. But see, the thing is, man, why do they always have a manifesto? Oh, I couldn't. The person's dead, right? So we couldn't find out the reason why they did it, and there was no confession. So this is the justification why this motherfucker did it. We have it in writing right here. We so people so stupid they're gonna eat it up.
Let me ask you a question, Frank. Wait a minute, hold on, man. You said you're right. Why they got a manifesto? Because if I'm crazy, I ain't got a manifesto.
You just sick, right? You do shit on impulse. You're irrational. You're crazy.
To write a manifesto, you gotta have a certain level of intelligence, man.
Intelligence, dude.
Okay. They said the manifesto was named Death Day. See, Death Day.
What I'm waiting on, and I suggest, it's just a suggestion for everybody that's listening, and everybody that's paying attention. And we should put the pressure on the FBI and whoever other, the DOJ, to put out what we need a mass shooter profiler.
Ooh. Right.
We used to suggest that the FBI and DOJ, any other high authority figures that's got all this data information, we got enough data information, there should be a profile put out on what a white mass shooter is. Why they ain't put that out yet? We got enough data. So we can be on the lookout. You never know what, we can give us some heads up so we can take precautions, man, preventative measures, so we can start saying to people. It could be somebody in our family, it could be somebody on the job that we work, like I said, the school, the supermarket. They didn't pretty much target everywhere that you go now. So that should be a bolo. That should be they should have training for that in these facilities, especially facilities where a lot of people is working and convening and doing commerce at, what to look for, even in a family member or friend, what to look for in case. These are the things, red flags to look at. But most of these situations, Frank and BJ, is they already got most of these people on their list of having some type of mental so-called. Now they want to blame it on mental illness too, though. That's another cover up. They want to blame some of these shootings on mental illness to cover up.
Ooh.
But I'm looking for the profile. I want the FBI, the DOJ to come up with a profile with a white WIGHT. I ain't playing games. I ain't talking about W. I ain't telling you
Keep waiting,
WHITE. I'm telling you
waiting, brother.
WIGHT. That's the real white so-called man that we looking at. These pale, translucent looking motherfuckers. That's the real white man. Go look it up. Do your research.
Before I get to this Joe Smith thing, I'm gonna play one other video here. So here we go. Check it out.
Asking state lawmakers for more tools to combat reckless driving.
If the new legislation is passed in Madison, almost any vehicle used in a reckless driving incident can be towed away.
Followed by this scene, a crash resulting in Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman being loaded into an ambulance wearing a neck brace and escorted to a local hospital.
We need everyone to take a step back and get home safely. I can't stress that enough.
It's still unclear what led up to the crash, injuring Chief Norman and another police officer, and we don't know if the driver who struck their vehicle was driving recklessly. The crash is now under investigation by the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. But what we do know is that this intersection is no stranger to crashes that hurt and even kill people. Back in August, I spoke with the parents of 17-year-old Jamillian Brown, who was killed in a crash at this intersection, a passenger in a stolen car trying to get away from police. At that time, Jamillian's parents called upon the village to help combat reckless driving.
We're missing the real issue.
Which is us.
Which is because we don't want to take accountability. We have to come together.
Today, Jamillian's stepfather, Lorenzo, told me by phone that there's still more work to be done in this community. The mayor at that press conference before this morning's crash saying enough is enough.
We cannot and we will not accept the current frequency of reckless driving that we're seeing in our community.
Mayor Johnson adding in a statement released after the crash that it shouldn't take a crash like this to remind everyone to slow down and increase caution on our roadway.
Thanks.
Recordings just got better.
All right, now.
Hey, it's Dana from Stream.
Wait a minute now.
So excited to announce that
I gotta.
Violence has also.
Whoa.
Violence has also spilled over into
All right, let me bring that up. That's just interesting that the guy, police chief, after they had a press conference on driving, he had to be hauled into an ambulance. So that's kind of interesting. Sound could be playing. Don't know yet. Don't got enough details on it, but nevertheless, it is a lot of reckless driving out here. Just wanted to point that out. Now, just interesting that it happened like that. We'll see what happens later. Now, this another story that just popped up. All right, Jewish man dies.
demonstrations. A warning, the video we're about to show you is graphic. Sheriffs in California say a 69-year-old Jewish American man died after an altercation caused him to fall back and hit his head on the ground as demonstrators held separate pro-Israeli and pro-Palestinian rallies. NBC News is blurring that video of the man that you saw a moment ago, Paul Kessler, on the ground. The local medical examiner's office says his death was a homicide. No arrests have yet been made.
NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz is in Thousand Oaks, California. Liz, I know authorities just gave an update on this investigation. They said there are no arrests yet, but they have interacted with a suspect. So what more are you learning?
Yeah, hi, Zincle and Kate. So authorities have identified a suspect. It's a 50-year-old man who was at the pro-Palestinian rally. They have not identified him or given his name, but they did say that they detained him yesterday afternoon, that they had a search warrant. They searched his home. He was later released, and they are not arresting him right now. They say that right now the incident's being investigated as a homicide, but that does not mean that any crime has occurred. But here's what law enforcement has said about this suspect.
Now wait a minute now. Now hold on now. Hold
I'm
the
about to
hell up,
say
man.
it. I'm about to say
Hold
it.
the
I'm
hell
glad.
up.
Don't get it. Don't get it.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Man,
Wait a minute now.
So
There was
many
a
flags on the
homicide.
plate, baby.
We don't know any crime occurred. Come on, man. Stop the bullshit. Okay. That's as hype as you can see me. What do you
So
think
hold
about this,
on.
man? It's crazy.
You saying there's no crime committed, no, but you deem it a homicide. See, this is the slurred and slight journalism that Bianchi and Deirdre Brown and the older gentlemen be talking about on these certain media publications. You know what I'm saying? This is sickness, man. Once again, they called them out what? Did they call them out by race, creed? What you call them, creed people? Frank?
yeah.
But it's American, Jewish American, right now.
Jewish American.
When this person is so-called harmed, right? See, they can identify this person when this person is allegedly is the so-called victim. But when they the suspect, they don't want you to talk about it. They don't want you to identify them by Jewish. You notice that one? You notice that, don't you?
Damn, that's a good one. That's a
They're
good one.
creating a precedent. They have created a precedent. I'm telling you. They're backing themselves in the corner.
Hey, hold on, Frank. Wait a minute, man. They arrested the man, released him, said it was a homicide, but then they said it might not have been no crime. Wait a minute, ain't no homicide then. What? Damn. These boys tough, ain't they? Man,
Well, how about I do this? How about I do this while we on live right now, right? How about I do this, right? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do that. Hold on, let me mute. Hold on.
Damn. I guess I gotta go back to the video.
No, that's me. Hold on. I'm gonna do this right quick. Hold on. While we on live, I want y'all to hear it live. I'm gonna ask Google while we on live. Hey Google, is a homicide considered a crime? Did y'all hear that?
I didn't hear it, but I know it said it is a crime. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to do that. I know it's a crime.
But they say some of them are justified. Some homicides are justified.
Oh well, maybe they try to say justified. But look, let me do this. Let me do this right quick. But I want them to finish playing the video because they always be telling on themselves now.
The suspect was identified, willingly remained at the scene, and was interviewed by deputies. The suspect was cooperative and indicated he was involved in an altercation with Missler. The suspect further stated that he was one of the reporting parties who called 911 requesting medical attention for Mr. Kessler.
And authorities said that the autopsy revealed that Mr. Kessler, the Jewish man who died of blunt force trauma to his head, which is goes along with what the video we've seen, that he fell to the ground and hit his head. But they also said that Mr. Kessler did have injuries to his face, which could indicate that there was some blow to his face, but they will not elaborate on that. And they say law enforcement's been getting conflicting stories about what happened and what led up to that incident. So that is still the big unknown. And they are asking anyone who has video of the incident to send it to them, guys.
Yeah, Liz, I know there's a lot of unknown and we're continuing to report on it. Tensions are so high across the U.S. and in that community. What did sheriffs say about how maybe this might change their handling of security at future counter protests?
Yeah, law enforcement says they're going to be ramping up security. They say they had law enforcement drive by this incident not long before the altercation occurred, and that they said it was peaceful, but they now are going to be ramping up security not only at protests, but also at mosques and synagogues. And a local state senator here was saying that they have seen a rise in anti-Semitic incidents in the community, including a swastika at a local high school. And so the community is really on edge here, like we're seeing across the country. And so they are hopeful that law enforcement takes this seriously and they want a speedy investigation. Guys.
Boy, these people are unbelievable, man. Come on, man. Stop it, man. But nevertheless, the suspect was released and all that, and he was the one who made the 911 call. When the hell the 911 call? Suspect is the suspect. Come on, man. Cut this nonsense out. Come on.
I didn't know suspects made 911 calls. Did you? They be damn these motherfuckers, man. But honestly, you know what? I mean, they could do that, man. They could pull stupid shit like this because stupid people are gonna believe it, man.
Man, that's some crazy shit, man.
We don't believe in it. See, you know what's crazy? You know, we don't be believing each other, but we believe in this. We believe in this bullshit. But like he said, like Nathaniel said, that's why Jesus telling you. That's what Jesus telling you. You know, that's Santa Claus. That's
I know it. Go ahead, Shaq. What do you think about this shit, man? This shit funny, man.
I mean, you know, the way they report, man, and do journalism, man, it's just sad, sir. It's just sad, man, because they insinuating innuendos, but then again, they don't know nothing at the same time. You know, innuendos, but I don't know nothing. All the authorities don't know nothing. With all these cameras around, now you're going to tell us, blow smoke up our cheeks, blow smoke up us, and say that, oh, well, you know, security drove by.
You can see a lot of white people here.
Man, sucker shit. Man, look, we
right,
can't even stand outside the store without the cops coming in and trying to regulate you standing outside the dang on stove with a square in your mouth. Too many Negroes stand outside the store with a square in their mouth. They can clear that block.
Well, look, this is gonna be my last video before I go to bed. But I want to bring this up. Like, you talk about suckers. Well, let's talk about some sucker shit. Let's talk about some crazy shit. Let's talk about some dumb shit to end it off. You know, for Chak, you actually bring this stuff up. I was gonna do this another. Let's do it. Get out of the way before it get old. Come on, let's play it right now.
I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. And all these years, you know, the disrespect that comes with it, if you could have talked to me before you did it, that's tough, please. I'm telling you, though, that's tough.
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say me or that's up. It's not up.
Recording me, what the f doing?
Listen, it's not up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad on you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself. So why should I have to say my choice, my body, my choice?
Your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution, not in my book.
A video posted on TikTok, former NBA big man Joe Smith gets really ticked when he just
before
I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything
I
like
knew
this
that
again.
beforehand, but
Unfortunately,
no.
that's not the case.
Everything's supposed to change.
Everything changed.
Everything.
No, I had to do this.
You still showing your body. You still out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off.
This video was uploaded of Keisha Chavis, showing the tense interaction. More in a moment.
Come on, Keith, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What
You
disrespect?
couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right then, but now, okay,
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
I have some thoughts, but first, Chavis has a history of her own. According to Sportskeeda, Smith got married to Chavis in 2018, and the wedding was televised on the reality TV show Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta. More from Keeda. During his NBA career, Joe Smith faced personal challenges, including a divorce from his first wife, Yolanda Smith, in 2011 due to infidelity. They share a son, Amir Smith, who's currently playing in Europe. Despite them breaking it off, Joe financially supported Yolanda, giving her $10,000 monthly, which was later reduced to $968 per month. Sportsman over print, Chavis has another identity. One fan said his wife was a adult film actress named Yasmin Penn Davis. Another said, yeah, Twitter said she is Yasmin Penn Davis. Someone else said, bro married the porn chick. By the way, the 304 that was displayed on the first video, I had to look up what this means. A 304 is a term used to refer to a promiscuous woman or sex worker. If you type the number 304 into an old school LED calculator, flip it upside down, it should look like the word, and then you see a few more on your screen. The top Urban Dictionary definition for 304 states, it's a way you can call a, and then you look, you see more words. I'm not going to read them. Here are my thoughts. Okay, I want to be very clear about this while also paying respect to these two individuals, because I grew up on seeing Joe Smith get traded from one team to another. Former number one pick, Joe Smith. My thoughts are this. This feels staged. Does everyone remember that one video where the guy was out in public selling water and another dude came up on camera and it seemed like they had an authentic conversation / confrontation about what was in the water? And people were posting about it saying, oh, this poor guy who's selling water, and oh, the dude who's confronting him is a schmuck. When really we learned it was an advertisement that worked out very well to trick the public. This, in a way, feels like that. It just does. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying that this isn't real. I'm saying my suspicions are raised, and it just feels too good to be true. Second, and by the way, before I get to my second point, if that is the way they
Let me play this other video here.
There's nothing more powerful than you making your thing happen, doing business on your terms, making a difference.
I guess the first question is, where's
How
Joe?
are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And, you know, he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. I mean, it's no secret Joe's financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, I've been doing a lot, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival then, what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him.
Hold on, stop that. I gotta say something.
I figured,
Stop.
I would, start a
Tired of hearing
business. I
her
started
voice.
a puppy friend social club. It's the dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, that he actually works for me. Like he works for my moving company. I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So come in because I'm tired of living I'm tired of living minimal, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember,
Right.
He just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, there was a depression and I've been going, dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made the executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him. If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family. He's like an intricate part of my life and I just want the best for us. I wish he wanted that.
I'm calling
Also,
bullshit.
that's really where I'm at. I wish that he wanted the best for us.
You're not gonna put
He's
a
not really
man's
wanting the
private
best for
information
himself, so I can't
on
expect him to
public
do
display like that if you
what
love that guy.
for
No
me
matter
what he can't do
no
for
matter what his
himself, I
rich,
guess. That's why I
no
just
matter
did what I
what
had
his
to do.
riches and wealth
Have
is.
you drawn that line in the sand that you
You
will
don't love
continue
somebody you drag
doing
them
OnlyFans?
Unless
media
something
like that.
else happens
You're a
that,
liar.
changes that,
It's
no,
all
I'm going
about
to
her.
continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new
I
place
think
in the
y'all both
world.
need counseling because you'd be a
It's
50-year-old
really hard
woman,
once you've had a
retired
major
porn star.
career. You were
Your
this
best
draft
in
pick,
that's the
and
only
then
thing you accomplished
everything
to be a
ends.
porn star.
How do you deal with
When you
that?
retire, then you get
I don't
back
want to
into
be
the game
alone,
at
but
52. Your head need to be
you
checked.
know, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
Boy, that is some lame shit right there. That is some funny shit, man.
But hold on, I'm looking at a different angle. Can you hear me?
I go ahead.
Now they was married in 2017, right?
2018, but they were been together since 2012. Like she said, he retired. He been in depression because the
But
lockout.
she
He
knew
didn't
him.
sign.
So hold on. You knew all these financial and those so-called. Now she's blaming on mental health. Now I don't know what his medical background is, but hey, you stuck around. Y'all got married after that situation. After that, huh?
Yeah. He played for 16 years. He's
She
from
stuck
North
around.
Virginia, about an hour up the road from me. He played 16 seasons, made $60 million. So either she thought she was landing on a treasure chest or she says lying.
But look here, man. After all that, she stuck around. They got married Why they didn't get married when he was in the league? He got married when he retired out the league, forced retirement. Okay, you claim he
Well, he
had
divorced his first wife in 2011.
okay, so that means she was around then. So that means she
Yeah,
was
she
around.
got. They said
Because you ain't
they've
finna
been
just you
dating
been
since
together since
2012.
2012. That means you been around.
Yep.
You been around. She been around. She was around. She was around. So she knew his whole situation. Y'all ended up getting married in 2017, 2018. But why come out public? If he's not a public guy like that, that's the point I wanna hone in on. If this man is not a public guy like that, and then you turn around and make a lot of things public, to me, you violated the marriage vows, first of all, because it does say in those marriage vows, through thick and through thin, through rich and through poor. You knew what you was getting into. Why publicly destroy it? Because eventually she gonna divorce him. Why would you publicly do that? If you're gonna do it, just do it.
She said she don't want the
But
divorce.
see, she getting a divorce, dude. Because first of all, the money ain't there. She keep talking about the money ain't there. Oh, I had to do what I had to do. So you 52 years old, and the best thing out of your 52 years in life, the older age you get, you still trying to do the young things that young women do. And out of 52 years in your life, the best thing you can go back on is selling sex. Something's mentally wrong with her. Now she says she started all these business, but she didn't say she finished. I started this, I started that, I started all this. If you got all these businesses started, why you need to do this OnlyFans shit then? If all these businesses started, to fund those businesses, I don't know. But my thing is the public thing.
It's more.
Why drag this
She
man
gets
through
more
a public
attention.
thing? I agree. I agree. But this is showing the mentality of, I hate to say it, the American women. Whether they was born here, they get here and participate in this social experiment, what we call being a celebrity or whatever. These people want to be in front of the cameras. They do anything to be in the cameras. The men too. So we at some point, the men got to stop coercing and stop allowing this type of you know behavior around us, man. So he got to take accountability for the person that he chooses to lay down with and marry. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
crazy,
because
man.
let me say something before I go. People ain't talked about Joe Smith in years. Like, so I'm like, when they brought up Joe, I said Joe Smith. I mean, yeah, he played for a long time. He was a decent player. I mean, he averaged 18 points a game. I think he was like either second or third rookie of the year. He was a good player. Played for a lot of teams, but he kept a job all the time. So he played 16 seasons. But nevertheless, when they brought Joe Smith, I said, ain't nobody heard from Joe Smith like that since he retired. He been, I would say,
been pretty quiet. They've been pretty quiet. Out of the way.
Like if you knew Joe Smith, or you knew him from growing up or played in the league, you might still talk to him. But if you didn't know him, ain't nobody checking for no damn Joe Smith fans. I'm just letting you know. And I mean, I know guys that coached him. He played down there in Norfolk, Virginia, went to University of Maryland, was a good basketball player. I'm just saying that this man came drafted in 1995, number one overall. And I'm saying he retired in 2011. So what I'm saying is that if you're bringing up Joe Smith, hey, what's up, Gavin? If you're bringing up Joe Smith, let's be real about what's really going on. And this got to me, it could be a publicity stunt, but it also showing that this woman is out of line too. It's a double-edged sword.
I mean, there's some sim shit there, man. We know it's some sim shit, but I'm looking at the angle of at some point, where do the husband get where do the husband get in these situations, man? Where do the husband get to be?
She also said what? He wasn't leading the proper way, so she had to take the lead or some shit like that.
Oh, that's what a marriage is, ma'am. You agreed to that, ma'am. Everything ain't always gonna be peachy cream in a relationship, in a marriage, man. That's what a wife is supposed to do. See, I'm looking at it at a different angle.
Now I don't understand why she talking about her lifestyle is minimal now and all that stuff and stuff like that.
She's
And
52
she
years
talking about it's
old.
not fair
She
and
ain't
all that.
picked up no other skills. She's 52 years old, right? Allegedly, right? You ain't
Yeah.
picked up no other skills along the way. I'm just saying, man. That excuse for these women to keep using that, hey, oh well, you bit me like this. Well, hold on. Are you gonna grow? See, some of these women still don't grow. See, they be talking about how mature they are, but some of them don't even grow off their own. They still want to be in a 20, 21, 22-year-old mind state. You 52. Then you lied, or then you didn't tell you. If that should have been the first person you came to about the OnlyFans. He probably wouldn't have tripped off of it if you came to him about like, hey, hey, just keep me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. You need to change your name or something, whatever. However they work. You know what I'm saying? But for you to be a retired
Well,
woman,
somebody
your
pointed out
past
in
ain't
that
got nothing
in
to
one
do
of
with
them
him.
chats.
Hmm.
Somebody pointed out in one of them chats that she was a former porn star too. So that's another thing.
But that don't matter.
Yeah.
If she retired from that, right? Fine. She's older. The common sense would say somebody older, you can't do that forever. Some of these women and their brains, they think their bodies don't age. That's delusional, number one. But hey, it is what it is. She did that when she was younger, whatever, how old she stopped. She retired. So obviously, when you get an adult and become an adult and mature, you move on to the next level in life, right? 52 years old, still selling porn on OnlyFans, yo, at 52. When is she gonna grow up?
That's right, Gavin.
Now she said she started
That's
all
right,
these
Gavin.
businesses and stuff.
You see what Gavin said? Joe Smith should never marry her. Yep, you're right.
That's his fault. Now he got to take accountability for that. I'm with that. That's the simp part. Now let's talk about the simp part. These guys get this money and they blow through these money. It's known that athletes, when they get these type of money, man, they blow through the money. The number one thing they blow money on is what?
Women, cars, and some of them shoes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all the shiny things, all the vanity things.
How is
But at the
this
same
chains
time, he
on
get
it?
what he
Yeah, I know.
deserve. At the same time, some of these cats be getting what they deserve, man. You marry this type of woman, you know what I'm saying? But you think you be trying to take them out of that situation. They retire. You think you take them out of that situation, but then again, they always can. They always can revert back. Even a stripper, a woman that's been stripping,
Don't save
she can know
her.
that she can
She
always
don't
revert
want
back
to
to being a
be
stripper.
saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
But yeah, it's some sim shit though, man. It's some sim shit there, man. These guys be simps, man. It is what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk. I mean, bring it up
Well,
because it is one of the things that everybody talking about. Whether it's a stunt or not,
yeah, that's all
it's
right.
still a teachable
It was
moment.
good. Good job. Right.
It's still a
Well,
teachable
yeah, it
moment.
is teachable. Now let me bring this up. Frank computer was buffering, so that's why he left. But I just have to
Yeah.
deal with you. Go ahead and shout out your information.
Oh yeah, man. Salute, man. Yeah, you guys can check me out, man, on Instagram, Shaq_Edwards, Facebook, Shaq Edwards, YouTube, Shaq Waller. Yeah, check me out, man. Like I said, I be doing my little Instagram lives in the morning time sometimes. So I've been doing a series on chemical annihilation, asking the question, so check me out. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, Dawson, you can't. Hey, some of these women, you can't throw them a life raft. They just daggone just jumping off the cliff, Dawson. But nevertheless, I'm gonna shout out Frank's information for him. So I'm gonna just say y'all can get him at Frank Nitty XX on his YouTube channel. $ Frank Nitty Cash App. I think that's what it is. And yeah, he's got some interesting stuff too. And Frank Jones, Facebook or something like Facebook. Yeah. So that's him because he's not on, so he left. So you can get me at kingbjmedia.com. Bernard Johnson Facebook, Bernard 1120 on Instagram, King BJ Fitness 32, and what else? Oh, 1987 BJ1 Twitter. So like I said, I was down for 2 weeks again. They had 3 weeks actually. They kept me in the hole again, but then I came on there. I said, "Dang, it's mighty funny." On election day, they let me come back up. I guess they didn't want me talking or something like that. It's mighty funny they bring me up, let me come back on today. The other day I wasn't even. But they let me come back on today, so it's all right. They calling me an anti-Semite. I said, damn, boy, I'm a bad boy, goddamn. I'm a bad boy. They said that we were promoting hate speech to groups and individuals. And meanwhile, a Jewish man get killed in California. And there go, they can't even tell you what a homicide is. They tell you it was a homicide, but it might not have been intentional. Hey, what? Huh? Come on.
So what that leads you to? That leads you to, if they make that statement, that leads you to that old dude, whoever was, it was self-defense. Could have been a self-defense claim of somebody was the aggressor.
Right. Yeah. That's how it be, man. But nevertheless, it what it is. I be, you know. No, wait a minute. Yeah, Dawson. No, well, it might have been J. Cole might have said something about Don't Save Her, but I was going back to 3 6 Mafia back in the day. Said Don't Save Her. This 3 6 Mafia probably that Pet. One of them, but they had that song called Don't Save Her. She don't want to be saved.
That's probably what J. Cole sampled. Probably he probably sampled that old
Yeah. Yeah, I was going back to the song with 3 6 Mafia back in the day when they was making that song, Don't Save Her, She Don't Want to Be Saved. But it is what it is.
I better not catch you with no OnlyFans. I better not catch you with no OnlyFans.
Chill out. You can find Ice Spice on OnlyFans. But but nevertheless, take your time and I give you a holler.
All right, man. Peace, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.
Yes, sir. Take your time.